Good morning, everyone. Real Fan Man here. First off, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope you have a safe and happy holiday. So, we have an op session here for you. It is the South Deerfield turn, and as you can see, our train is leaving the yard. They're headed up the helix through the east end of the yard. We have, I believe it's an approach signal. It's not a clear because it was yellow. And we're coming up the top of the helix. So we're going to be switching out team track, big central gas, and big and cement. And you can see we're coming through the signal right now. Dropped it like it's hot. So I'm narrating this Thanksgiving morning. We got a turkey in the oven. Real Lady 2020 is getting ready. I'm doing this voiceover. So we're just pulling up. We're kind of creeping up here. There's a team track in the foreground. We got that heavy-duty flat car and a 60-foot box car to pick up. And we're going to be spotting those two 60-foot box cars that are at the end of the train. We're going to be spotting them on the team track. You see the backdrop in the background. It needs to be painted sky blue. I was going to do an update. However, the only thing I've really done is just stickled those trees on the backdrop down below. And I'm going to start some work on the east end this coming weekend. Maybe get a little head start today after dinner, after Thanksgiving dinner, and work on it. But I want to get a little more work done before I do an update. And because other than that, it's just really the stickling of the trees in the backdrop and a little touch-up work here and there. But I'll go over that when I have a better update for you guys. Right now, we're just doing some operations. I actually did this Tuesday evening. And now I'm just doing the voiceover, like I said, Thanksgiving morning. So we coupled on to our cars. We're gonna pull them out. I'm just sitting here in the train room. A little bit of mindless TV on right now, narrating this. And we're gonna shove those two cars back onto the main. A little bit more there, Jay. A little bit more. Come on. Keep it coming. Keep it shoving. So we have the Alco C424, I believe, Main Central. Number 75 doing today's switch job. Or switch jobs. There's more than one, so here we are shoving the cars onto the team track. They're both going to go to the docks. There's one dock. There's a dock on each side of the track, so they can utilize whatever they're carrying or loading up with. I guess we'll just say they're both loaded and they're gonna get emptied at the team track. There's that nice flatbed truck right there it's got a dock on the back with a forklift. Looks like actually the forklift's gonna unload that CSX boxcar and load it up onto the flatbed. So maybe it's some sort of wood material. I don't know. Maybe palletized product that's obviously covered because it is a flatbed. They're going to be loading up. Okay. Alright, so we drop those guys off, and then we're pulling out. Okay, so we're pulling out. Now our next job is central gas. So we're going to pull it past the switch. So it looks like we're going to be picking up the empty. So there's a road where you can see the cement truck that I have kind of going at a diagonal direction. I planned on having a road there, and I need to remember that there's a road there and to sound the horn before I cross it. So I kind of put the truck there to remind me, and also for scenery effects. So we're backing up to this tank, Pro Core, and we're coupled onto it. There we go. I'm going to pull that out and spot that on the main. So those tubes in the background, by the backdrop there, is going to represent Corn Production Services, which is an actual company in South Deerfield, along with Turf Care, which is actually to the right of the screen. You can't see it right now, but like when we were switching out Team Track, you could see it. But I got some rearranging to do with those. You can see in the background the mugs hanging off of the shelf, and I want to do a little bit of cleanup in the train room, a little more organizing, kind of switch things up with lighting and again the shelf and some of the things I have displayed on the walls. I'm going to kind of move things around so it makes a little more sense. So that'll be on some downtime during the winter and between snowstorms. There we go. So I believe we're shoving it all the way back to the other cars, and I will pull. I believe I pulled the train forward a little bit, stop short of the crossing there because we can't block the road, right? All right, and we're gonna spot that CITX LPG car. I'm pulling forward. I'm gonna pass the switch again. Hopefully this voiceover comes out pretty good. We'll have to review the video after I do it. And we're shoving back. Don't want to hit that cement truck, that'll hurt. I'd almost planned on making this a two-parter, but I figured 14 minutes and 54 seconds wasn't too bad, so I think if I do a video and it's all together more than 25 minutes, I'll probably split it into two. 20-25 minutes, maybe split it into two, depending on the time I have to, because sometimes editing the videos takes more time than actually doing the actual ops. So is that a double on to on, double 1-1? I don't know. Anyways, we just spotted that tank. Now, I was thinking about this when I was pulling out. I was going to shove those two cement cars onto the train, the rest of the train, shove it back past the crossing, the road crossing there. And then I was going to just do a runaround and then pull the cars out, pull the empty cement cars out. I'm sorry, loaded cement cars out, and then run around my train and then shove those two empties in. However, I did something a little different, which I guess you can do it either way. So I shoved the train back, and then I went in and got the loaded cars, pulled those out, and then I did my runaround. And then I shoved the two empties onto this big and cement spur track. So I guess really, in hindsight, I don't think it would really matter. But I don't know. Hey, as long as they got their cars they needed, it's all that matters. Yeah, we're going down to pick up the loaded cars. So I'm honestly, I'm thinking about switching the track work around, swapping it around a little bit. I'm thinking about putting 2 spurs on the cement, or at Big and Cement, excuse me, and shortening the spur for Central Gas. Because realistically, it's only going to take 1 car. I think I had planned it for 2, but I think 1 car is sufficient. So stay tuned on that. I actually found my other camera holder here in the training room. It was actually on the new shelf I put underneath the first level, and I was able to rig it up to the side of the fascia and put my phone on there so I didn't have to use like a spray can to hold the phone up, and I just kind of kept it at certain angles and tweaked it a little bit. So here we go, we're doing our runaround. We got permission from dispatch. They had to throw the switch for us anyways. So we're going to be running around our train. Then we're going to shove those 2 empties into the Big and Cement spur. We're going to put our Fred on the back of the train, and that's going to be that. We'll head back to the yard. There we go. So we only have to place them at the beginning of the spur because they have a bucket loader that has a imaginary coupler, we'll say, on the bucket, and they can shove the cars where they need it. So basically we just drop them right there at the beginning, and the company takes over from there. So they can shove them back so they can get loaded, and they can put them back once they're loaded, making it easier, a little easier for us to pick up because they're right at the head of the spur, if that makes sense. There we go. We'll pull out, set our switch to normal. And that'll be that. And we got a green light. Dispatch gave us a green. We're good. Headed back to the yard. 5 cars up, 5 cars down. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. Nice little Thanksgiving operations. Here we are coming out of the tunnel. Coming back to the arrival departure track. And our crew will disconnect from their train and they will go to the fueling rack to top off and sand if they need it. And they'll just pretty much wait their next assignment. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe holiday. Take care, be safe. As always, happy modeling. Real Fan Man, signing out.